You already know what we're here for. You know why you clicked on the video, so let's just get to it. Alrighty, so we got the box. Let's get instructions where we can see them. Alright, so the parts bin basically holds all your screws. So I'm going to just open this bag up and dump this out. Okay, so we're going to need this stuff. So what I'm going to do is just take out the light kit, the light part. So this part right here. Then I'm going to dump the rest in the parts bin. Alright, so let's go over the screws real quick. We have a couple different ones, as you can see right here. Okay, so this first one is going to be small, like crazy. Then we got the medium one, and then large, and then oversized. I'm going to call this one oversized because it's completely different head shape. It's like more of a mushroom shape. So mushroom bolt, I'm going to call that one. Then small, medium, and large. Okay, so as you're going through the kit, go for small, medium, large. I got the smallest one. I tried to get the smallest ones. So I got two of the smallest bolts because I believe that's what I need right now. So we have these 1, 2, 3, 4 components. So let's zoom in. All right, so right now I'm going to just take this light piece and just drop it in. This is the orientation that I'm doing this in. Let me move over like that. And then it says to put this right on top because we're supposed to put this in between the truck. So let's take the black piece off. Push this in between the truck here. We grab the body of the truck and try to line up those holes. So that's what I got going on. All right. Like I said, this is the first time of me putting something together, making a video of doing it. So just bear with me if you don't mind. So now we're going to take this piece, the two tabs on the bottom. We're going to face the bottom, obviously. As you guys can hear, it sounds like it's clamping together pretty much. So that's what we're looking at like right now. Okay, so what I got here is a basic, come on, zoom, 0.05 mil. And I got the smallest screw that they have in the kit right now. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put that into the front to hold the front grille. Alright, so I'm not going to tighten that up all the way. I'm just going to grab the other one and get going. With the next one, we're going to drop it right down in there. Clockwise is going to get the screw all the way in. So I can feel it getting tight now. I don't want to go crazy because I don't want to snap it. So just try to use just like 2 fingers. I know you could probably snap it with 2 fingers, but it's fairly snug right now. They look pretty good, and that's what we got. That's what we got looking like on the inside. All right, part 2 is going to be, it says to install the glass, but the glass is already installed as it comes in the kit. But it does say to put 2 screws in it. So again, it shows the M1 for M1.4 times 4. I don't know why it says times 4 because there's only 2 screw holes. So the directions are a little, wonky, but whatever. We're gonna work with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab another 2 small screws. It's kind of easier to pick up the screws with the thing. All right, so now I'm going to secure the windshield in, well, the actual glass of the whole thing. So clockwise is going to get that into position. I should have said in the beginning of this video, you could probably put this together with me. because I'm not going to fast forward through the screws. So that way, if you are putting this together, in fact, you can put it together with me. So it should be about the same time. All right. So just line them up and get the screws going in clockwise. Did I say counterclockwise before? Clockwise is going to get the screws going in. Righty tighty. Blase blah blah. Just make sure they're snug and then you're good to go. So I got that. Those 2 bolts are in. Got the 2 bolts in on the grill. Looking good, looking good. Getting excited. And everything. Alright, so now now it says that we're jumping to stage 3. So we're gonna be assembling the cage. So I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna grab this bag, which has all the cage assembly in it and everything. So let's get that cracked open. So we're gonna crack this open right now. Spill that out, put all this stuff to the side. So let's get our pieces sorted. We got 2 side pieces, 2 corner side pieces. I'm gonna separate them. So I'm gonna put 1 and 1 on each side here. I have the actual cage that goes on the top. I'm gonna just put that right here. This is basically the rear bumper. So I'm gonna put that in the back. And then I have the headache rack. I'm gonna just put it right here, 7, 8. So now it says 8 bolts to bolt in this headache rack. So I'm gonna assume that this one is gonna take the medium bolts. So I'm gonna grab 8 medium bolts. All right, so if you don't really have a workbench, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, just a real quick tip. If you don't have a workbench, I would suggest just getting a basic like bath towel or something. The darker the color is all right, but I try to get like a light color towel. So the reason why I use a towel is because the pieces, they don't bounce off of it as easy. It's pretty much dense and everything if you don't have a regular mat. That's just my pro tip. In the description, it says that these 2 pieces right here, you're gonna see these 2 pieces of plastic right here, they're gonna face the inside. So as you can see, it's not on this side. So it's here, but not on this side, all right? So we're gonna have these facing, projecting outward, and we're gonna attach the cage from this angle. So you can see I have them there. So that's the way it says on the diagram. Hopefully that's correct. We're gonna get 2 bolts and go ahead and start that up. So I'm gonna just go for the top one. I'm gonna put my bolt in place. You can see right now about like how much the screw is gonna go into the actual piece. And then we're just gonna line that up and we're gonna tighten it down a little bit. All right, I'm not gonna go full snug yet. Just want to get the screw started and in place. So now I'm gonna go for the next one. Line it up. Get the screw started. So right now it's a little bit loose. I'm good with that. I don't want to go crazy. All right, so I'm gonna save you guys the headache of what I just went through with these quarter panels and everything. I started them the wrong way. So I'm gonna grab the screws. Still got the same exact screws. We're still gonna use these same holes. We got 3 holes right here. 1, 2, 3. There's actually 4, but we're only using the 3 right here. I'm gonna go through the first one. So with the quarter panel, you're gonna have that bump. This piece right here is gonna face down, or should I say to the end of the bar, like this. Okay, so you want the top bar to be over here. I literally just put them in the wrong way and I had to take both of them out. So I edit the video so that way you guys didn't have to see that mistake and then just watch it the whole way. So we got 1, 2 in. I'm not screwing them all the way in just yet. I'm just getting them started. 1, 2, 3. I apologize, I wasn't watching the confidence monitor. So we got the 3 in there. two on the top. We're gonna get onto the other side and do the same exact thing. So let me grab the screw. All right, and clockwise is gonna get this done, or righty tighty. So we're gonna go through the first hole on the top. I'm gonna screw that in. Remember the orientation. So you want that little wing piece to face down, not up, the way I did it the first time. I was like, yeah, I'm doing the video, man. Get this in there. Overexcited doing the video and the build. Messing up like crazy, but I will fix it. Okay, so now all the screws are in place on this top end. I'm gonna snug them up now, just a little bit. So this is the part where you can really mess up and cause some damage. So just snug is basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the back camera so you guys can see how I'm doing it. Two. So it's just 2 fingers. Once you feel resistance, that's when I just stop. I really don't want to strip these out. I love building these trucks. It is small, it is tedious, it is aggravating sometimes to grab everything with the chubby fingers and everything. But once you get everything, you know, really going, it's really cool. So let me flip back to the overhead. I'm going to tighten up the back cage now. So I did use 8 medium. I'm going to call them the medium size screws. If I wasn't doing the video, it probably would go a lot faster and I wouldn't be freaking out and everything. So it says to install the mirrors now. Oh no, I didn't install the back piece. Let's put this back. We're still on number 3 to install the back placement piece. Okay, so it says I'm gonna need 6 screws, and I'm gonna see if I can find another 6 of those medium screws. All right, so it's saying that these 2 little tabs right here, all right, have to be facing down. So we're gonna be basically going like this way, and those 2 tabs are gonna be facing down, if that makes sense. I know I said it a million times, but I just want to make sure that you guys are getting it in the right orientation. So I'm gonna go with the first bolt. I got 1 hole right here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that looks like pretty much it. How does that work? We're gonna find out. So I'm gonna start off with this one right here in the corner. The pegs are on the bottom. I'm gonna start with the driver's side rear on the quarter panel and just screw this into place. Alright, so that one's there. I got it a little bit way in. I don't want to go all the way in just yet, because I want to put the other screws in place. So now I got the second one, which is just the bottom screw right there. Alright, that one I put in a little bit more. So now we're gonna grab another screw. Now, if it looks like that, I guess don't get freaked out. We gotta bend it. Yeah, it's giving a little tension. So we're gonna bend it to line it up in place. So let me get this together. So if you see how I'm placing my fingers and my hand, so that way I can bend it together and hold it. And I got my screw there, and I'm able to get it on thing. So there's my finger placement. That's how I'm holding these 2 here. This one to hold this piece steady, and then I was able to just hold it together while I needed to put the screw in. I'll grab another screw. If you guys have a better way of holding it, by all means, just go right ahead. Whatever makes you comfortable. I'm just showing you how it was comfortable for me. Easy to hold it and apply the screw. So we got the 1, 2, 3, 4 screws in. We got the 2 screws here. So now, I'm going to be honest with you. It looks like the screws got to go through this And then I think the medium should still be good. Let's see how it looks. Got my screw charged. Holding on to the cage. So as you can see, it's actually like inside. Hope you guys can see that. So you see how like the bar comes down and it's like inside. It does like a 90. All right. I'll be honest with you, when I was just looking at it before I put that back piece on, I thought it was supposed to go on the top. All right, so we got the last bolt here. We're just gonna line it up. All right. So we're good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I'm gonna snug them down. If you guys want, you should just try to get used to these videos. Like, we'll build it together. The videos are gonna be like this, the breakdown videos. Other videos are just gonna be me talking about the stuff that I have and everything like that. All right, so we have this cage fully assembled. Moving on to the next thing, it says to attach the cage, put in the mirrors and everything. I'm going to show you guys how to put the mirrors in. I'm not going to keep my mirrors. So with the mirrors, I definitely recommend that we put the small bolts. What's going to be interesting is how are we going to get the... Oh, no. Wait a minute. I don't even think it takes a bolt. Don't take no screw. Oh, yeah. It's tight. Tight. So I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't want my mirrors in. So you can put your mirrors in tight. What I recommend, if you have a needle nose plier, let me try to find one real quick. These are just needle nose pliers with shrink wrap on top of them, so that way they don't mess things up. So if you have a needle nose pliers, I would try to like grab this and push it into position. I'd probably put my hand behind this whole thing so nothing breaks. And yep, it worked just like that. All right, because of you guys now, I'm gonna have mirrors because I'm gonna show you guys how to put the mirrors on. All right, can it be done without the needle nose pliers? Most definitely can be. So I'm just gonna prop my fingers behind so that way I don't break, push and break the plastic and everything, be upset. So we're just gonna line the mirror up. All right, and then with my thumb, I'm gonna try to push as much as I can on the bottom of the mirror. So just like that. Oh, and it worked. All right, so I pushed with my thumb and I stabilized with my finger and I was able to get it done. If you want, put your finger up against the glass, your other finger will be there and you can stabilize with that and then push the mirrors in. So you know what, not for nothing, they look good. I'm gonna be upset when they break off now. All right, so in the same step 4 that it tells you to put the mirrors on, it tells us to attach the rear roll bars to the front body for 4 bolts. So because this is like the attachment, I'm gonna go with the 4 longer bolts. So I'm gonna go with the large bolts, the largest ones that we have. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now it has a little notch. So from what it looks like in the image is that this notch goes down onto the glass back here, basically holding the glass down in place and everything. This is going to be interesting. Oh, I do need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more bolts, it looks like. So I'm going to take 2 medium bolts, if I can find them. Yep, I have 2 mediums. So I have 4 large and 2 medium bolts. Because we have just seen these 2 holes right here, 1, 2. So I'm gonna put the mediums down on the bottom and then the 4 large on the top. We're gonna set this thing up to hold on to here. I'm gonna try to line up one of these bolts. Let's see if we can do this. Give me this plastic piece. I'm gonna start it off in this plastic piece first. slips right, sorry, it slips right through on the plastic. I do not think that my screwdriver is gonna fit. It does a little bit, but I don't have. This is a very, very awkward angle. So now I have that in place. It's facing down so much. So I'm lining it up with that right there. Hopefully you guys can see. So I got it a little bit in. It's not easy, I'm not gonna lie. Let me grab another long bolt. Get that ready. So the upper bolt is easier, definitely easier. So as you can see, it's definitely easier. Almost got that thing snug. Alright, so now let's go for the other side. I got another long bolt. I'm gonna get my black piece once more. Put the bolt in through the back end of the black piece so it looks like this. And then we're gonna line it up on the bottom. The bottom again, I'm gonna try to lay my bolt down as much as I can. Alright, I'm not even remotely near the back piece. Alright, give me 1 second. I see what's going on that you guys can't see, so I'm gonna raise this light up a little bit. And of course the camera adjusts. So it's extremely difficult. There we go. I think I got it in place now. The bolt is like going in on a down angle. If that makes any sense. I can't even get my screwdriver off right now. Put that back to where it was. I'm gonna get another long bolt and get the top one in. Once I get this top one in, I'm gonna stop for a second and give some explanation of everything that's going on right now. Okay, let's take a breather. All right, so the long bolts were definitely a good idea. The problem being is that the screwdriver is difficult to get into these, to get into this position because this is so low inside the actual vehicle. If you can see, it in the background and everything. The bottom bolt is almost parallel with the hood, if that makes any sense. When you have it in your hand, you'll see what I mean, and you can see what I'm talking about. As it looked in between, it was hard for you guys to see on the camera because the camera won't focus down. But the bolt was like going on a down angle, which it's down because we have it upside down, but it's actually up. Get those two bottom bolts in my opinion, first. Let me button these up. Actually, I'm not going to button them up. I have this connection to make right here. What I'm going to do is, because this is the thick part of the body, and this is pretty thick. This is the thick part of the body as well. I'm gonna put these two medium bolts back because I don't think they're sufficient enough. And I'm gonna grab two more of the long bolts. Will it be stronger if I go from this way? Let's see. Oh, it just, yep. Guess this is the way to go because it just pushed right through the actual body. Hope you guys seen that happen just now. So it doesn't really, you guys tell me. I don't see it on here where it tells us how to put this last bolt. But anyway, I'm gonna do it this way. So this is the large bolt. Getting it done. This one I'm gonna go snug. Oh man, that looks awesome. Yeah, and the bolt is just coming out a little bit right there, so that's perfect. I'm gonna leave it just like that, so it's definitely tight enough. I'm assuming it was meant to be, to just, because yeah, it's pushing right through the plastic. So if you tried to start this off from the inside going out, you would have stretched that plastic out with the threading and everything and not have done anything effective or anything like that. Sweet, right there, and I can see it popping out the front. You guys can see that too if you look real good on the camera right there. Beep, beep. All right, so now don't forget to snug up these inner bolts. I'm gonna do that right now. Man, this thing's coming out dope. This is a nice little build. I like it. Oh, I'm very happy with this product. I am happy with this product. Not too happy with the with the instructions, but I'm happy with the product. All right, but any which way, that's why I wanted to do the video. I really like putting these things together, like I said. So now we're going down to 5. Let's switch to overhead and see what we got. All right, we need a vehicle, but we can put this rear piece on the actual body right now, so we're gonna do that real quick. So we need 2 screws that are gonna hold this to the body, and it says M2. So now, again, this is the orientation that's gonna face backwards. This bolt is probably gonna drop through this now. Yep. But I'm gonna line it up. So I'm gonna put this under here. All right. So let's get in there. We're definitely getting there. So this I'm not gonna make tight. I'm gonna leave that loose because it's a hinge, and I want it to work as such. So now I'm flipping it around, going on this side. Oh, and it's made for the, yeah, it's made for these. That's why I fit the bigger ones in, because it's already bored out to be a hinge and everything. If you want, you can let it hinge back this way and screw the screw in clockwise, righty tighty. So you want the hinge to move freely back and forth with no problems, as it does. Okay, so let's get a donor vehicle. This is not gonna stay on this truck. I'm gonna do a whole build for this thing, but I have my stock Bronco here. Okay, so we're gonna remove the body off of this thing, and we're just gonna chop up the stock Bronco real quick. This is gonna be weird because I gotta do all this crap to it. So what we have to remove from the actual stock vehicle is gonna be the whole front bumper assembly. So let's get switched over to the bolts, to the Allen key for those bolts, which is going to be the 1.5 mil. All right, let's get down into this. What bolts do we need to take out? I'm going to try it this way because it's what it says. It's not what it says, but I believe it's what it is. So I'm going to remove this bolt here. Set that aside. flip this over. As you guys can see, I'm going for the front bolt and the bumper. Removing that. Alright, so then just sliding that out, it's gonna take the bumper off. I'm not taking the bumper completely off, I'm just gonna strap it down in my battery cage. For you to take the bumper completely off, you have to cut the zip ties that you have here. One, you gotta get underneath, and then you have another zip tie in the back here. Like I said, this truck is brand new, nothing's done to it yet, so I'm not doing that. This is just for this purpose of this video. So we're gonna line this thing up, it looks like. So we line this up right there, and you got the two holes are visible. And this is where we get these two on the silver bolts that come with the kit. And we're gonna go right into those two holes right there. So one. On the back end. I'm just gonna get them started. Two for the front. Well, for this side. Alright, so I got 1, 2 there. And then I'm gonna switch over. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting aggravated because I know I have this. So if you use a drill, I just recommend be very careful. So we got 2 bolts on this side, so we're gonna line it up. I'm going in the wrong direction. Yep, I'm tired. It's late. It's about like 2 o'clock in the morning right now. It's exactly 2:10. That is funny. All right, so I got that one in there. Like I said, it's not staying with this truck, so I'm not snugging them down. You guys make them nice and snug. There we go. So to remove the rear bumper, we're going to take out that back bolt on this side and the same on the opposite side. So let's do this one first. So I got this in reverse. And we're going to remove. And there we go. Rotate the truck. And we're going to go right here. That's going to take out the 2. I'm just going to pull the bumper out. And then how this should go is this should just slide into place. So we're going to line it up. All right. You guys can see that. Oh, if it would stay up. So there you go. You just slide it into place. If you want to put the black screws, you can. There's nothing stopping you. It's your vehicle. You know, by all means, if you don't want the the shiny screws. The only thing is that you only have 4, so if you're going to use for the black screws, you're only going to have 4 for the back and everything. So we got 1, 2. We're lined up there somewhat. All right, so it doesn't tell you how to put the light kit in on the instructions, so let's go ahead and do that. It should have been something that we did before we attached the frame or whatever, but I was going according to everything. So with the light kit, we're going to separate the two. So you got 2 big bulbs. These are going to be called 5mm bulbs. These are the rear bulbs, so they should just lock into place. So we have the rear of the truck right here. So come on, focus on the bottom. So you can see those 2 holes back there on the bottom. We're just gonna, oh, and they're nice and snug. They're not crazy. That's good. So you just push them into place, and then we're gonna do the same with the fronts. I'm sorry, I was doing it without showing you guys. So we're gonna do the same with the front. We're just gonna push them in. Oh, they go in pretty cool. I would put my finger in the front to hold the, you know, to hold the lenses, so that way you don't push them out or whatever. So that's pretty cool. Let me go grab a battery. So how it goes in, you can match up the colors for the back here. It's going to be red on the inside, and black is going to be on the outside towards the strut to put it in. If you're going to leave your bumper lights, or, you know, if you're going to leave these lights for crawler lights or anything, that could still plug in to here, I believe. Let me go get a battery to see if we could do all this, and we'll see if all the lights go on. All right, so the front, the regular bumper lights are working. Okay, so the rear lights are working, and the front lights are working. So now, because the bumper's here, it's not locking into place, so we're gonna push the bumper down on the ground, and this should lock right into place. And it does. Nice. And there we go. The truck looks good. I wonder how it looks. Let's drop the lighting. Oh, nice. Look, and I can have ground lights. So if you want, you just take out, I'll do a video if you guys want, or I have a video that shows you how to relocate these lights. So it'll show you how to take these lights out of the housing. So look in the links below in the description. So there you go with the front lights, the back lights. That looks dope. Alright, I'm not going to drive it right now because I don't have my batteries hooked up and everything that I could drive it, but not for nothing, if you put one in the middle and one in the middle from the bumper, from the old bumper, it'll be really, really good. Alright, so closing comments. So the kit is awesome. It's not that difficult to put together. The instructions are what they are. We have a bunch of screws left over with the Allen key, so I got a couple down here. I love the kit. It looks really, really, really good. I like the way it you know, it is the way it is and everything. You got crazy clearance, so you can basically go up on a, you could go up on a you know, straight vertical climb without hitting the rear bumper. Now you might have almost the same for the front end to hit and whatnot. So you got the back could go straight 90. I am definitely gonna hook this kit up. Like, I have so many parts for this thing. I just want to do the videos, so step by step. If you guys get the kit, I hope you enjoy it. There are links in the description to INJORA's website for the kit. I don't have any affiliate links yet. So my name is Hugo with Urban Crawlers. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. So don't forget to subscribe. All right, I know it's a long one, but it's a lot of stuff that I wanted to go through, and I want to go through bit by bit and help you guys as much as I can and help newer people, as well. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Later.